Are you prepared to make the jump to the metaverse? It's a loaded topic, we agree. There is quite a lot of rumor and speculation as to what the metaverse is and what it implies for the rest of us who aren't owned by Facebook. So before you start thinking about shifting your business into the metaverse and making a fortune out of it, there are a few concerns you should be aware of. Here are 9 strategies for ensuring that your company can survive the transformation and prosper in the aftermath. Hello guys, and welcome to Luxury Society. Number 1. Keep in mind it hasn't totally arrived yet. When we talk about the metaverse, we're referring to an interoperable environment in which multiple virtual worlds can connect and communicate with one another, as well as trade items and assets. Right now, we don't have that. Furthermore, science fiction gave birth to the concept of a metaverse in his 1992 novel Snow Crash, which included a metaverse as a sort of global virtual reality system. Neil Stephenson was the first to use the word. Immersive, interconnected virtual worlds have become a staple of science fiction since then. In the actual world, Meta admitted that the metaverse won't be developed quickly, and that metaverse products may take 10 to 15 years to completely realize, or in simple words, attain their full potential. Number 2. Know your niche. The metaverse isn't a new notion. It's the idea of connecting humans to technology and vice versa through virtual and augmented reality. While Zuckerberg and his all-seeing corporation hail it as the next big thing, the concept has been around for decades with varying degrees of implementation. Since it was all about connecting people digitally, the first online message boards in the late 1980s and early 1990s may be considered a predecessor to today's metaverse push. It's difficult to reach an agreement on when the metaverse concept was first proposed, just as it's difficult to reach an agreement on what it means to us now. So having a clear vision of what you want for your brand and how you can use technology to accomplish it's the first factor in establishing that your business is ready for the new age of digital transformation. So only you can decide what you want the metaverse to do for your company, which is the first and most important step in riding the digital wave. Number 3. Consider rebranding your company. New branding opportunities arise as a result of new digital efforts and social platforms. This is the ideal opportunity to examine your visual brand in detail. The emphasis on connectivity is one of the people's favorite aspects of the metaverse concept. That's one thing people would look for in images while studying possible firms in the new digital age, messaging that emphasizes the importance of communication to the venture. It's one of the metaverse's founding beliefs, and it should be front and center in the branding as well. Now is a great moment to think about rebranding to reflect that value. Before we go any further with the metaverse endeavor, we strongly advise you to use a brand identity guide for your firm logo, whether you just need to refresh your existing images or build a logo totally from scratch with software. Number 4. Take advantage of large business initiatives. Have you heard about Amazon's partnership with small businesses? No, we're not referring to the hotly discussed notion that Amazon is driving small firms out of business, but we're talking about the feature of theirs where customers can search the small business database and connect with companies that share their values, offer the desired products, and other searchable factors. Amazon Web Services is actually launching a pilot program to help small businesses enter the realm of e-commerce with minimal fuzz and allow customers to search the small business database and connect with companies that share their values, offer the desired products, and other searchable factors. That's a surprising and good move from the e-commerce behemoth. It isn't the only one either. For example, while the change of Facebook's name to Meta has gotten a lot of attention, it also brings with it some new features, especially for business accounts searching for new methods to engage with and communicate with their target audience. As time goes on, more of these changes and resources are likely to present themselves, so the key is to be aware of them and to take advantage of them as well. Big firms haven't always been the best friends of tiny enterprises, but there's room for compromise in the metaverse. Number 5. Claim and update your company's information in search engines. This is a key thing you're probably already doing, or should be, but there is a strong possibility that you still need to handle it. According to webfx.com, more than half of business owners do not claim their organization on Google My Business, also known as Google Business Profile. In today's world, claiming and maintaining an internet presence is critical for a business. You'll miss out on opportunities to generate traffic to your site or your business if you don't have it, and you'll risk aggravating clients who can't find the information they need. Also, maintaining the information up to date is just as vital. Just ask anyone who spent the holidays hunting for an open restaurant and drove to 5 different places since their Google profile stated that they were open. Number 6. don't quit old methods too hastily. Our next piece of advice for ensuring you're prepared for the digital transition may seem paradoxical. Simply said, don't get ahead of the game. That is, don't rush towards doing everything completely online all of the time. We are indeed in a state of upheaval. Yes, there are a plethora of ways to get started in the metaverse. Yes, it's thrilling, and yes, part of their client base will most certainly be prepared. However, giving customers what they want has always been at the heart of good business. And for the time being, the bulk of consumers aren't yet ready for the debut. Take a look at the numbers if you're still not convinced. According to a Morning Consult poll, 68% of respondents are uninterested in participating in Meta's Metaverse, the augmented or virtual reality endeavor underlying Facebook's recent name change. So, as you position your organization to be ready for the future, don't forget about the old ways. They're truly the greatest for many of our consumers. Allow your consumers to interact with your brand through more traditional means. Number 7. Video games provide glimpses into virtual worlds. While a full-fledged metaverse does not yet exist, some companies are investing in and making remarkable strides in what he refers to as the immersive tech arena. Many businesses in today's world specialize in video gaming. Here are some virtual world platforms where your avatar can explore areas and activities created by other users and businesses. Second Life is a 3D virtual world that was established in 2003 and is a cross between a video game and video conferencing software with highly customizable avatars and areas. And then there's Roblox, an online platform that allows people to build, purchase, sell, and interact with virtual hats to entire video games. Finally, Fortnite, which began as a competitive video game, has now expanded to host virtual events related to real-world concerts, movies, and even sports arenas now. It began as a competitive video game, but has now developed to hold virtual events connected to real-world concerts, movies, and sports venues. Number 8. Maintain your flexibility. The sixth and maybe most crucial approach to ensuring that your business is ready for everything is to prepare yourself for anything. That is to say, be adaptive. With an ever more tech-minded push and changes in how we view and interact with our surroundings, we have an exciting future ahead of us. If you get too focused on tomorrow's virtual reality project, you can miss out on what's coming up the next week. One thing is certain, we're on the verge of a transformation. It'll be up to you to determine how your business will weather the changes over the coming decade. But at the very least, you should be ready for whatever comes next. Number 9. Begin experimenting right now. The obstacles to testing out some of the newest technology, whether it's e-commerce or esports, are low. For example, you may now visit the virtual worlds of Roblox, Fortnite, and Second Life for free. AR isn't just for large brands of the internet. Businesses may now use digital platforms to offer virtual experiences in addition to product photographs without having to start from scratch. Shopify, for example, allows 3D models on product pages to allow shoppers to view things in augmented reality and has experts available for hire to assist in the creation of such 3D models. Businesses can use social media to connect and interact with customers in new and more advanced ways, eventually becoming a part of the metaverse. For example, you can try out a live broadcast or share your filters and effects on Instagram or TikTok. There will be a lot of conjecture and punditry about the metaverse, and many corporations will experiment. And by all means, keep exploring if your organization does. Simply as that, if the product provides value to the user, it'll soar. So what kind of business are you thinking of moving into Metaverse? Start commenting on your answers in the section below. With that being said, do drop this video a like, subscribe to Luxury Society, and push the bell icon. See you soon!